Our Patchwork Nation: The Surprising Truth About the Real America, by Dante, Chinni, and James Gimple. Narrated by Peter Burkrot. Copyright 2010 by Dante, Chinni, and James Gimple, Ph.D. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Gotham Books, a member of Penguin Group, USA, Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2010 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Forward by Ray Suarez. The United States begins the second decade of the 21st century with some 308 million people living within its boundaries. Too many to interview, too many to photograph, too many to ask about the details of their daily lives. Americans could use a way to frame the stories they tell themselves about their own country. They need a way to wrap their arms and their heads around a continent-sized country with a dizzying array of ways of life, and need an organizing principle to do it. Enter Patchwork Nation. Dante, Chinni, and James Gimple looked at the country, sifted the data, and confirmed what you might have already expected. The country really is a patchwork. After you read this book, you should shift in your seat and knit your brow the next time you hear some carefully coiffed analyst start a sentence with, "Americans believe," or "Americans want," or "Americans know." The mix of things our countrymen believe and want and know vary a great deal from place to place. That's where it gets interesting. Regions are way too big to use as a way to look at the varieties of American experience. States are too big. Even SMSAs, Standard Metropolitan Statistical Areas, are too big. Yet those are the data sets we commonly use to analyze trends in American life, make political forecasts, and explain the country to itself. Down at the county level, we're finally getting to the finer-grained understanding of economics, culture, work lives, industries, religion, and ethnic origin that make places what they are. Chinni and Gimple know two adjacent counties in one state in one region may have far less in common than one of those jurisdictions and another county clear across the country. The reaction to a political event, the desires for government intervention, or the lack thereof, the opposition to a new American history curriculum for high schoolers, or the support for posting religious texts in public places, are commonly measured in gross blocks of public opinion that simply don't tell you much. At the risk of stating the obvious, Philadelphia is not Bucks County, Ann Arbor is a far cry from Detroit, and Lincoln City, Oregon, while economically tied to Portland, is different in fundamental ways. In 2009, I was lucky enough to hit the road with Dante, Chinni and watch how the ideas underpinning the Patchwork Nation project really told you about American diversity. Lincoln City and Eagle, Colorado, had faced terrible setbacks in the economic downturn. Sioux City, Iowa, and Philadelphia had weathered the bad times fairly well compared to other times in recent history. But the reasons why an Iowa corn county and a Pennsylvania metropolis had held their own couldn't be more different. It is a great gift to survey ripening corn from the top of a grain elevator while getting a tutorial in the operation of grain markets. It is a rare privilege to talk to a baker as she stretches a thin layer of pastry dough in preparation for a strudel. It is a joy to hear the pride in a small-town mayor's voice as he shows a visitor around a skating rink and swimming pool that was a roll of the dice and is a success. I found Patchwork an appealing, versatile, and rich analytical tool for taking the country's economic, political, and social temperature. So much has changed in recent decades. Gimple and Chinni offer the student of modern America provocative ways to understand what divides and unites the country in 2010. The appeal of Patchwork Nation is the creation of two symbiotic sets of propositions from the social sciences and journalism. Dr. Gimple's analytic rigor comparing and contrasting American counties is made richer and more compelling by the careful, smart, and sensitive reporting of Dante, Chinni. A fat book full of charts and diagrams packed with data would have been a chore. chapter after chapter.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.